Hello! It's Jamie and I am back to talk to you a bit about coloring books. What am I doing? What's going on? What am I coloring? All of that jazz. So I'm trying to post a video on Fridays that's a little more casual, not complete flip throughs, a little chatting. So that's kind of what I'm trying to film right now. But I've started this video like 3 times, not going so well so far. So we're gonna try again. And yeah, we're gonna chat a little bit and we'll see how it goes this time. Okay, I had a whole list of stuff I was gonna film on Monday and this was one of them. And my goodness, Monday. Do any of us have good Mondays? I don't know. So a little bit about myself. I am a stay-at-home mom and of 3 little boys and a wonderful husband who works as a pharmacist, and he works hard to support our family so that I can stay home with our little boys. My little boys are, I have a 6-year-old who was adopted from foster care about 1.5 years ago. And then I have another 6-year-old who was born to us, and he is autistic, and he's 4 months younger than our oldest. And then our youngest is 3 years old, and he is biologically a half-brother to our oldest, and he was also adopted at the same time. And so it's important to us for me to stay home, but sometimes staying home and being a stay-at-home mom drives me a little batty. I feel like I don't get to talk to people, I don't get to socialize with adults, and it's a little crazy, and I just feel like I need something to do. So I'm trying this out, and I love coloring. I love doing art. I have a master's degree in music education and in percussion and violin, and playing percussion is not very practical when you have 3 little kids and nowhere to store instruments. So I just needed something, a creative outlet, and so I got into painting and coloring, and I just thoroughly enjoy it. And it's just so much fun. I love it. So I want to share it with you guys and show you what I'm doing. Monday I was going to film, and then my 2 oldest, my 2 6-year-olds, one's in 1st grade and one's in kindergarten, and they go to 2 different schools because my autistic son goes to a diagnostic kindergarten, which is not at our neighborhood elementary school. And I got phone calls and text messages at the exact same time on Monday from both schools saying both my children were throwing up and I needed to come get both of them. And it was the worst time of day, and you can't get across town. I live in West Jordan, Utah, which is just outside of Salt Lake, Utah, if you know the Utah area. And it's just crazy that time of day that I needed to do this. I ended up having to have a neighbor help me out and get one of my kids, and he threw up in our car, and it was just this thing. And then I spent 2 days cleaning up throw up, and then I got sick, and my 3-year-old ended up taking care of all of us. So he was a trooper and was getting people buckets. So, but now we're feeling good. My husband has our oldest at soccer practice, and our youngest is in bed, and I feel like, woo, I can de-stress a little bit, and let's talk about coloring books. So this is a few books by Fabiana Attanasio, and they are very cute coloring books. I wasn't sure if I was going to like them or not, just because I like a little more realistic style. But they're so cute, and they're stories that we all know and love, so they're cute and they're worth it. I only have 4. She has a few more. Some of them are very hard to find. So let's talk about what I have and what I'm coloring. I am coloring in one of these right now. Let's start. I think I have another one. Don't I have another one? I think I have one more. Hang on. Just 1 second. I'm not going anywhere. I just want to see because, yes, I do have one more. So just kidding, I have 5 of her books, and she does have a couple more. I know she has, oh, I looked it up for you because Google is amazing. Already, oh my gosh. Guys, do you ever have days where it just doesn't want to work? I have these days all the time. My autistic son, he says the same phrases over and over again. It's very typical for an autistic child. But it gets to the point where I feel like I'm being driven crazy. Crazy. Like today it was Daddy go to work, Daddy go to work, when Daddy go to work, Daddy go to work, Daddy go to work, when Daddy go to work. And I'm like, when you answer him so many times, you can only take it, you know? It gets to the point where I'm like, stop! I've answered your question 10 million times, and it's time to move on. I seriously thought I had this ready. We're getting somewhere. Okay, so we have Snow White, which I do have, and then Peter Pan, and then Adventures of Pinocchio, Jungle Book, which I don't have, Cinderella, that I don't have, Beauty and the Beast, which I don't have, and Hansel and Gretel, that I don't have, and then Alice in Wonderland, and The Wizard of Oz. So Snow White, Peter Pan, Adventures of Pinocchio, Jungle Book, Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella, Wizard of Oz, Beauty and the Beast, and Hansel and Gretel are the ones I'm seeing on here. For me personally, I think I'd like to have the Jungle Book. Of the ones I don't have, Jungle Book would be fun. I should try to find it. Sometimes, some of them are hard to find and some of them are really easy. So I think Book Depository, I think that's how you Book Deposit, and then Amazon. I will post both of those down below with links to some of these. So I've only colored, I think I've only ever completed one picture, and that's this one out of all these books. I am working on another one. So if you've read the books, you know that Wizard of Oz, the slippers were not ruby. They were silver. And in the movie, The Wizard of Oz, they, if you remember, The Wizard of Oz is gray at the beginning of the movie. When she's in Kansas, it's gray and black and white movie. And then when she goes to Oz, it becomes Technicolor. Because Technicolor became a thing they could do in the middle of filming that movie. And so they edited it that way so that it was usable to Technicolor. And to take advantage of Technicolor, they changed her slippers to ruby red slippers. But in the book, they're silver. And I used stickles on her shoes to give it a shine. Anyways, yeah. She doesn't just color, she reads. But this is a cute book. You'll notice that the princess or the main character in these books could all be sisters. She has a very unique, not unique, a distinct style. I can tell that it's her book, which I like. I like when I can tell that it's her book, her thing. Hang on. Okay, sorry, I had to pause it for a second. My friend was calling me. Her boy and my boy are playing soccer together tonight for their first practice. My husband took our son and she was lost. She didn't know where she was. So I was just helping her find where she was. So Yeah, such a cute book. I won't do a complete flip through. Maybe I will another time. But these is cuter and funner to look at than I thought. I want to do him like all green. He's like the Emerald City. So cute. Anyways, and good, you know, you wouldn't want to use your markers just because you'd bleed through. But it's good paper. I don't have any problem with my pencils on it. I like my pencils better anyways. Okay, I'm better at pencils anyways. Don't come looking for me for Copic tutorial. Go somewhere else. Bailey J or something. I don't know. Alice in Wonderland. Another cute one. I'm working on the Mad Hatter right now in this one. And I wanted him to be Johnny Depp. I really did. So I googled Mad Hatter and I tried to color him like Johnny Depp. He's going to have red hair and I tried. He's just not quite as mad. Not quite as crazy. But you can do that. If you get stuck, you don't know what color to color something, Google it. That's what it's there for, right? For my coloring needs. See, she could be Alice's sister. She could be Alice, but it's cute. I like it. Flamingo. Sorry, it's like crooked. Fun. Put that one over there, some coloring in it. And then Pinocchio, this one's not my favorite. But it has some fun pictures. Like this one might be fun for color for me. I mean, we all have our own taste. You might really like something else. You might really like a page I don't like. Like these. I'm not a huge fan of these. I don't know what I would do with them. I don't want to color all those individual dots. I don't know. But other people love them. So I'm glad they're there. I have a few pieces of washi tape up here just to tell me which ones I would maybe color. Like that one I considered coloring. And this one, because I like the metal. Not my favorite, but it's still cute. Peter Pan. Now I didn't know if I'd like this one or not, but I think it's so cute. It's probably one of my favorites. And I think it's because when I was a little girl, I'd go to my grandma's house and she had the old VHS tape. VHSs were not old when I was little, but this was an older movie. I'm 33 now, so this is 20, 30 years ago. She had the VHS tape of the live Peter Pan where it was, what is her name? The girl, she was a girl playing Peter Pan, and she was just so good. I loved it. It was so cute. It's just so cute. I loved it. And she did like the little puppet, the shadow puppet. You know. Anyways, if you've seen Peter Pan, the live one, you'll know. You know, I used to do it for my brothers when we were camping. I just loved watching it, and it just brings me back to that nostalgia. And some of these pictures are so cute in this one. Like, I like this one. I think it's pretty. It'd be fun to color. I think overall, this is one that I will color more in than the others. It's just cute. And it reminds me of that movie and how much I loved watching it. Cute. And then Snow White. Snow White. Again, she could be the sister of Alice and Dorothy. That's her name, right? In The Wizard of Oz? Yes, it is. Cute though, right? There's a little for everyone. If you like to do faces, if you don't like to do faces, there's a bird in a chest. Just fun stuff. Another bird. And more of a mandala pattern on this blanket she's doing. So cute. And in the front of each of these books has a little bit of the story. So you can remind yourself of the story and have a little nostalgia moment. It's just fun to have. Reminds us to be kids again. I love it. I have all little boys, and so they're not into Snow White or the Wizard of Oz. I should show them Peter Pan though, right? I should. Why haven't I? I don't know. Okay, so we were coloring in this one tonight. Have been for a while now since I've been sick. Haven't gotten much done. Where'd he go? There he is. Let's zoom in on him a little bit. Color for a minute. Alright, so on him, I have used Prismacolors with just a couple luminance pencils. I have a hard time reading the number on the luminance pencils, so I've added paper tape and written information on it so that I can see it and find the pencil I want. These pencils I think mix really well with the Prismacolor pencils. They blend really well with them, but they are expensive. They're like $5 a pencil compared to your Prismacolor, which is $1.29 a pencil. This is on Jerry's Art Aroma, but that's a big difference. $5 a pencil, $1.29 a pencil. But I do like these, and I just order a couple every payday so I don't break the bank all at once, and I get away with that. So that's what I do, so that I have them, because I really like them and I want to be able to use them. I keep my pencils, you can do what you want, but I keep my Prismacolors in this. I love it. And then I have one that's for my luminance and my color soft, which are also wax based, which are Prismacolors and luminance as well. So that they're handy. I like to color outside. I like to be able to grab my pencils and coloring book if we're going on a trip to grandma's house or to the cabin or whatever. So I don't want to have to take the time to organize it when I want to go. So I just keep them in these binder book things, organizers, and then line them up on my shelf, and I grab the one I want when I want it. And that's what works for me. Other people, that doesn't work for them. So do what works for you, but that's an idea. So, what should we do? Should we... Let's finish the green on him down here at the bottom, because I can show you a little bit of the luminance and Prismacolor together. Is that close enough, guys? I think it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna try not to get my crazy wild curly hair, fuzzy hair in the shot here. Oh goodness, it's been a week. So I'm just adding a light layer. I'm not pressing horribly hard, and I'm holding my pencil really far back. So it's just laying down color. I'm not pressing in the tooth of the paper. My poor husband, he was sick too. He's a pharmacist, but he can't, leave. He can't take a day off. If he leaves the building, they have to, like by law, they have to shut down the pharmacy because he's the only pharmacist there. And legally they can't be open if he's not in the building. And so, which has not always been great because things happen and he gets sick and I lock keys in the car or the battery dies and he can't come help me. So he sends an intern or a tech to come jump my car or bring me the keys so I can unlock my car or Just silly things. But he got sick and didn't feel good, and then he gets over things pretty quick, but he complains a bit, and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, please don't come home and make it harder on me. I've already got 2 sickos and a 3-year-old, my husband's sick, and then they all got better, and then I got sick. And I didn't know what he was going to do yesterday. He went to leave, and I was like laying on the bed, not moving, paler than a ghost, like non-responsive, and he's about to leave a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old with me, and he knows he can't come back. But I pulled it together like all moms do, like everybody does. They have to, you know, we have to work, we have to do our job, and that's my job. Take care of these little things. Thank goodness for TV, right? He just turned on a show and said good luck. So I was, in that hour the show was running, I was able to kind of pull myself together. Go. Oof, not good. Alright, that was dark green, PC 908. And then we're going to go with dark sap green in the luminance, which is 739. I could just sharpen this one. Maybe I will. I have my electric sharpener back here. Won't take much. Okay. We're just gonna darken a little bit the edge there, and then in this curve. You guys, my camera keeps quitting. I don't understand. I need to figure this out. I got a book called like My Camera for Dummies. It's the brand and number of my camera. It was like a Canon something or other for dummies, and I need to figure it out. I need to sit down and go through this book and figure out why my camera keeps stopping, why I can't figure this out. So I don't know how far back. I'm gonna have to go back and edit and see what's going on. But the first color of green I laid down was dark green PC 908, and it's the Prismacolor. And then this color is dark sap green 739 in the luminance. And they're both wax-based pencils. I'm sure the luminance have a little bit of oil in them, maybe they all do, but it is considered a wax-based pencil, and it blends and mixes really well with the Prismacolors. And so I really like it for that. I'm not adding a lot of pressure. I just want to darken it a little bit of areas around the bottom, and then in the crease. I got my photographer's license in high school, which was a while ago. Like, it was long enough ago that I didn't have any digital training. Like, we didn't have to do anything digital to get a license for photography. So, the digital stuff kind of blows my mind. So I've got to read up on this and figure it out. So again, over here I just used the dark green, and then I'm just going to darken it with this sap green. I did that earlier today. So what's your guys' family like? I'd love to know. Leave me a comment below. I'm supposed to tell you to subscribe and push the little bell icon and like my page and share it so other people can join in. Which I do want you to do, but I don't want to feel like a harp, like I'm harping on something. I don't know. Begging for friends. Be my friend. Come color with me. It's all good, right? Oh. Ever sit down in the evening after everything's over, your life is unwinding, you don't have to think about work for a minute, or your children, your husband. You just start coloring, and then all of a sudden you'll just have like this big sigh of relief. You just relax. You're like, oh, didn't even know that I was tense and uptight until I'll start coloring, and then it'll just come over me. So I blend with a few different things. On this picture particularly, I've been blending with the Prisma colorless blender. I also will blend with a lighter color, or sometimes odorless mineral spirits, Gamsol. But on this particular picture, I've been using this blender, and I like to stick to one thing on a page. It really depends on the paper, you know? You'll use Gamsol on some papers and it's just wonderful, and it blends beautifully and looks great, and then you'll use it on another kind of paper and it will soak through to the other side and it won't blend and it gets dirty and streaky. So you just have to view a test page, you know, in the back of the book, or test your paper. What can your paper handle? Test your paper. This just blends your paper, your colors together a little bit, gives it a seamless, fills it in, makes it a little richer. I am pressing now, putting a little more pressure on the colorless blender, pressing down the tooth of the paper, which I wasn't doing with the actual color pencil. How pretty that is. If the colorless blender gets too dull, it will stop working as well. You kind of want a sharp point. A way to keep your point though, or to keep it working well, is to keep rotating your pencil. Kind of color on the edge, and then rotate it. Okay, you'll keep a point longer. And if you're moving from different colors, you'll want to clean it off, which is another benefit to just having craft paper on your table, or just have a piece of scrap paper nearby that you can scribble onto, clean it off when you need to, and then just resharpen it when you have to. I have worn through these, and so I tried not to sharpen too often because I'll go through these. Do you see how much that's bringing out the color? Like here, look at the one I haven't done, right there in the middle. Comparatively. Just brings out the color really nicely. Makes it a little richer, a little more vibrant. Pretty pretty. I like it. So, anyways, here he is. Little look into my life, my crazy life, and a little coloring and chatting with me. So please tell me about yourself, leave a comment below. We'll get to know each other a little bit and enjoy this coloring journey together. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.